Well, on behalf of Solutran and all of Jeannine's boards, I think as many as 12, including the great Schwann's Food Company, I'm very pleased to be up here to introduce Jeannine. Jeannine is someone that we all admire greatly. Jeannine joined the Solutran board in early 2006, and I've had the pleasure to work with her during that entire time. She has a long list of admirable qualities, but a few in particular come to mind as it relates to her service as a board member. She's a talented executive, an engaged board member. She's a great listener, and a person that we all trust in our most sensitive matters. Now, there are a lot of very talented people in this room. I'm sure you have a lot of great credentials, but I'm going to have you think about that for a minute and see if you can stand up to this little bullet, this little nugget on Jeannine's resume. Senior executive, direct contribution to companies, 20,000% growth. Yes, 20,000% growth. Jeannine joined United Health when its annual revenues were $600 million. Since that time, revenues have grown 2,000 times to $120 billion. United Health is currently bigger than JP Morgan, bigger than IBM. It's also bigger than Dell and Google combined. From the second Jeannine joins United, it goes on a growth surge of 2,000x. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. It's amazing. And so let's just say having that kind of talent on your board tends to raise the bar a little bit. Solutran's done well since Jeannine came on. I would say in 2006, we hit a record. Throughout the recession, we doubled. And that's a nice little start for Jeannine. Only 19,800% to go. So, Jeannine helped Solutran through a number of challenges, including our founder's death and weighing various growth opportunities. One of my favorite quotes from Jeannine came in response to a new business idea. Her advice was simple: think big, start small, move fast. Very wise words from someone who's been there, done that. Think big, start small, move fast. You can see Jeannine is very generous with her time, serving on as many as 12 boards. I'm sure they have similar stories, and I'm happy to congratulate Jeannine from all of us. So on behalf of Solutran, Jeannine's other boards, and particularly Schwann's, I would like to thank you for your commitment to our business. Thank you for your tireless work and careless attention to our needs, and most of all, congratulations on your much-deserved award. Jeannine.
It takes a village. It's not only me, and it's many years of good work. Thank you, Barry. Thank you very much for those very kind remarks. Thanks to Twin City Business. Greatly appreciate the honor. Thanks to Pam Stigora-Axberg, a United Health colleague, who's the one who nominated me and coordinated the process. Thanks to many of you who are in the room who sent in a letter of support, so greatly appreciate that. And thanks to the judges who helped make this happen, so for your time and your interest in such an important recognition. I'd like to introduce a few of the CEOs and leaders of companies whose boards I'm on because they're here this evening. So Barry, you've met. I'm on his advisory board. Dr. Bob Meenan, who's the Dean of the Boston University School of Public Health, who flew in for this evening. Dr. Ed Schneider, who's the director of the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. Brian Sattler, who's the Executive Vice President of Business Services and General Counsel for Schwann Food Company. Scott Peterson, who's the Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resource Officer for Schwann Food Company. And three pastors from our church, Pastor Cornelius, Callan, and McLean, who are from Mount Olivet Church, where my husband and I are on the Board of Life and Growth, and they're all here to celebrate with me. I'd also like to recognize my support system, which allows me to do all the many things that I get to do, my family and friends. With me tonight, my husband, Warren Herod, one of our two daughters, Nikki Herod-Ness, and my son-in-law, Brent Gray, one of our 5 grandchildren, Regan Gray, who is 14, who's going to learn how to be on boards very soon. And my wonderful assistant who makes my life work to make this happen, to do all these boards that I'm on, Carrie Bowick, and many friends and colleagues who are here celebrating with me. I, like the others ahead of me, am humbled by this award and the presence of the wonderful, talented group of people being recognized this evening. I also echo all of their words, and being the last person on the agenda before the close, I can make my remarks short because they've said it, most of it, and certainly I agree with all of their comments. Being a board member means focusing on the best interest of the company that you're serving. It means being a part of a team, giving, sharing, challenging, respecting, learning, adapting, advocating, planning, getting results, and making a difference. Really important, all of them. And I've had the privilege to work with many talented teams, both in business and on boards. There's an African proverb, if you want to travel fast, go alone. If you want to travel far, go together. I believe that together, on boards, we make a difference. So I'd like to end there and allow you the rest of your evening. Thank you for the wonderful recognition. Thank you all.